Again, I'm Chris Kane. I'm Dean of Clinical Affairs here at UC San Diego and CEO of our physician group. And I'm just thrilled that you're getting together again this year for a 2-day event to raise money for prostate cancer research. So let's talk just a little bit about prostate cancer and why these funds are critical. I think many of you realize some of these stats, but prostate cancer is the second leading cause of cancer-related death in American men. We moved away as a medical community from prostate cancer screening in 2012 because of concerns about overtreatment of men. And now we really understand what a mistake that was, because the incidence of prostate cancer is going back up. The number of men diagnosed with advanced disease is going up. And through research that is funded by dollars raised at this tournament, we're really trying to encourage and advertise and educate to get back to more systematic screening in America. We also know there's a huge health disparity. Black men are 1.6 times more likely to die of prostate cancer than white men. And so we're investing in understanding how we narrow those disparities. We know if we screen, detect, and treat Black men and men of color at the same rate that we do white men, we narrow or eliminate that disparity. So there's work going on there. And finally, there's research around new treatments. Men diagnosed with high risk or advanced disease today are treated with drugs that weren't available 10 years ago. And so there's a big emphasis in investing in new therapeutics, understanding what patients are going to resist current treatment, what patients are best candidates for new treatments. So the dollars you raise make a difference. I know that sometimes when we do cancer fundraising, it feels like, it's just an unlimited investment, will never make a difference. That's really not true. Through the leadership of Dr. Crawford, the executive team he's put together, we're investing in high impact research that's typically not funded by NIH, but is very high quality. And so Dr. Crawford is really a great steward of your resources and investing them in high impact research. So let's talk a little bit about Dr. Crawford, and let's talk about this Vickers tournament. I never met Mr. Vickers, sadly, but I've heard his story, and I know he was a longtime Castle Pines member. And like so many Castle Pines members, he got to know Dr. Crawford. Dr. Crawford's not only one of our most influential physicians in prostate cancer in the country, but of course is a member at Castle Pines. And I know he's connected many of you with screening and treatment, and what a resource he's been. Many of you may not realize that we have a big clinical trials consortium in America. We actually have 3 different consortia that help run clinical trials across the country. Dr. Crawford ran the largest, called the Southwest Oncology Group, for over 20 years. He has over 800 publications. He is really one of the senior scientists, physician scientists, caring for men and researching prostate cancer in America. And you've got him as a member of your golf club, helping give you advice, helping coordinate care. I mean, what a treasure. He's also very dedicated to education. So he's run educational symposia since I've known him, for over 30 years. And so David is a real treasure, and what an amazing coincidence that he's one of your Castle Pines club members and of course cared for Mr. Vickers. So I also want to make the point that you're on the national stage. A lot of different groups are trying to raise money for prostate cancer research, but I believe this is the largest prostate cancer research golfing fundraiser in America. So that's amazing. And you've raised over $5 million for prostate cancer research in the 18 years of this tournament. And of course, it's a real accelerating amount of dollars that you've raised. And as one of the recipient organizations at UC San Diego running a large prostate cancer research enterprise, I just want to reassure you that we are very careful stewards of your resources. When you invest in prostate cancer research and it gets distributed to our grants, we spend it only on prostate cancer research, minimal administrative fees. So we will not churn through your dollars with administrative resources. It really goes straight to research. So in summary, I'm so bummed I couldn't be there with you. 2 days of golf sounds fantastic at one of the great golf clubs in America, and I hope to make it next year. But Know that the dollars that you spend do make a difference. Screening, detection, early treatment makes a difference. Encourage all your friends and colleagues to get screened. And again, just want to congratulate you. Thank Dr. Crawford for the important role he plays at Castle Pines and for all of us nationally in prostate cancer research.